Hannah Amundsen is a typical college girl. Hannah studies hard and is a great student. Hannah likes hanging out with her friends, and she loves coffee. But Hannah shouldn't be alive.
So at that point, I thought that Hannah was dead.
It all started during Hannah's senior year of high school. In high school, Hannah was a very active student. She was involved in many sports and extracurricular activities. She was particularly fond of golf and had a very bright future ahead of her. That was until the night of Hannah's senior prom.
It was a rotten night, rotten. It was dark, stormy, heavy rains, cold night. It was April 30th.
On April 30th, 2006, Hannah was driving home from a friend's house when she lost control of her car. She hydroplaned off Highway 94 and struck a tree. Hannah was rushed to Eau Claire Hospital. The following months were trying for both Hannah and her parents. The doctors speculated Hannah would forever be confined to a nursing home, never to live a normal life. Still, Hannah's mother and father were dedicated and were bedside with her every day, not even sure if she would ever wake from her coma.
I almost felt as though all three of my children had been ripped out of my life at that point, because she was non-responsive and I didn't get to see my other two children very often, and my life came to a complete halt.
After what seemed like an eternity, a small glimmer of hope shone through. 2.5 months after the incident, Hannah woke up from her coma. But this was only a small victory.
Learned how to walk, how to talk, how to just be normal, be a human again. I also had to relearn how to work on my fine motor skills, like handling things like writing and just curling my hair and stuff like that.
Hannah began a difficult physical therapy regimen, which was as hard on her parents as it was for her.
Doing the therapy with her was so challenging for Trish and I to watch, because simple functions that you and I both take for granted all the time, she could not do it.
Slowly, Hannah began regaining more and more of her important motor functions. Every little progress was a miracle.
Well, we were stuck in that unknown zone. You know, will she continue to get better? Will she ever be able to walk independently again?
Because the doctors always warned us that she could plateau at any time.
And that'd be it, either wheelchair bound or unable to feed herself.
Despite the damage to Hannah's physical functionality, her years of education stayed intact.
We prayed hard that God would leave her academic skills intact, and when she came out of the coma, in most areas she was still at a 12th grade level, and in reading and comprehension she was actually at a college level. So
1 year and 4 months after the crash, functional and with a thirst for knowledge, it was time for Hannah to choose a college. Hannah knew she had to choose a college, and with her mom's insistence, she decided to check out Northwestern College.
And I don't think that she would have made it on a larger campus, quite honestly. Mobility reasons, for one, a smaller campus, religion reasons for the other. I think this was the place where she needed to be grounded.
Hannah is now a sophomore at Northwestern College in St. Paul, Minnesota. She's pretty much back to how she was before the accident, but with one major difference.
I think she's much happier.
Definitely happier. I tell people all the time that she smiled nearly as often as she smiles now. Even though she still deals with limitations every day, she's much happier.
Hannah Amundsen, just your typical college girl. This is David Yuso for NWC Power News.